This really tickles me for some reason, I don't know why. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, then thank you so much for visiting my channel. I really do hope you stay and hit that little subscribe button. My channel is all about makeup and everything beauty related, and today I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step tutorial of my version of a reverse cat eye. The thing that's different about this is it's actually wearable, because black can be a little bit harsh sometimes, so I wanted to give you a little bit more of a toned down version, something which you actually can wear and you don't feel like is just so in anyone's face. Now, I hope you do enjoy it, and if you do like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. You can also catch me on Instagram, where you can follow my stories for daily beauty news and PR unboxing. Let's jump straight into the video. I know this reverse cat eye look is very popular at the moment, and I just wanted to keep it really simple for you guys. So I know it can be quite difficult, especially when you watch some of the videos and they're all using black. So I just wanted to keep it really accessible for you guys and wearable, like I said. So I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, and I'm using the shades within the Date range. And I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury brush. It's the Eye Blender brush. Now, although we're working on the lower part, I do want to have a little bit of depth on the top lid, because otherwise it's just going to look a little bit flat. So I'm going to go in with that first shade, and I'm just going to apply that to the brush, take the excess off on the back of my hand because I don't want to go in with so much colour, and I'm going to go into the socket area. So if you lift your head up a little bit, look down into a mirror, and you'll see where that kind of the indent is within your eye, where the socket is. You're going to go just a little bit above that, and you've probably heard me say this before, skim over. The brush is literally skimming over the skin. It's not really kind of pushing the skin or moving the skin, very lightly. Now I'm kind of just going back and forth because I'm not going too far in, I'm not going too far out, because I want this to look pretty natural and I don't want it to look like I've really applied much eyeshadow there. So like I said, I'm going a little bit above the socket. There you go. That is literally enough for me. I'm gonna go into the other eye now, same thing. Okay, that's enough. I feel like I'm happy with that. I feel like there's some really nice depth on the lid there. Now I can get to work on the lower lash line. So first thing I'm going to do is apply some pencil to my waterline on the lower waterline. I'm using the Makeup Forever Artist Colour Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine. It's a really nice kind of muted brown. I was trying to figure out what that word was. So I'm just going to go in, I'm just going to lift, just pull my lower lash line down. And I'm just applying this to my waterline. All it's doing is just giving it that slight brown kind of hue. Do it on the other side. This really tickles me for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the same color that I used on my lid, but I'm using a different brush. I'm using the Zoeva 230 brush. So I'm using that same color, and I'm just gonna start applying it into my lower lash line. So I'm kind of going back and forth into my lower lash line. Same thing on the other side. Only go to the end of the lash line at the moment. We can focus on the shape after. Right, now we're gonna take that brush, there's nothing on it, we're just gonna basically drag it out a little bit. Now again, I'm not pressing too hard. Now you want to make sure you follow the direction of the lower lash line. You don't want to kind of change the direction. It's got to kind of look like there's no curve in it whatsoever. So it's just kind of going straight from that end of the lash line. Now we're going to do the same on this side. Because we haven't added extra product on this, we're basically dragging the colour from the lower lash line and dragging it out, so that it's more faded and it doesn't look like there's too much pigment there. Okay, now I don't want it to look completely disconnected from the upper lid. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a tiny bit more of that colour onto the brush, dabbing it off on the back of my hand, and then this bit here, I'm just applying it. Literally just that tiny section there, and then same here. There you go. So now it doesn't look like it's too disconnected from the upper lash line. I'm gonna get my Sigma L04 brush and I'm going into the slightly darker brown, that middle shade. And now I'm gonna go right in between the lashes. And I'm just creating a nice gradient. So this is just literally going back and forth in between the lower lashes. Now I want to bring this in just a little bit, so into the inner corner. Not too much, but I just want to kind of like have that nice shape there. So it just kind of lengthens my eye a little bit. So what I'm doing, again, same thing as the end. I'm kind of like going in the same direction as the lash line. Now I'm taking that same brush, going into that darker brown, and I'm going to go into the lashes again. I'm trying to keep my movements a little bit smaller now. Now I'm going to go back in with my Zoeva 230 brush and I'm going into the first colour we used, dabbing off the excess on the back of my hand, and now what I'm doing is basically fusing all this together. So I'm kind of like just making sure that nothing looks kind of disconnected or on its own. So I'm just... There you go. I feel like that's a lot better and more kind of blended. So I'm just going back and forth, very lightly skimming over the skin. And I like that kind of like that lift we have here. It's not too far out, but it's a nice amount. Now we're going to go in with mascara. So first I'm going to just curl my lashes. I'm using my Kevin Aucoin lash curler. So I'm going in with my mascara. I'm using my Hourglass Unlocked mascara because it generally is a really good mascara. So I'm just gonna put this through my lashes. And then, see, I'm using this mascara because it is one of my favorite mascaras if I don't want to wear false eyelashes, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually put false lashes on yet. You guys already know because you've seen the intro. I don't think I'm gonna put false lashes on because unless you're putting super light lashes on, it's gonna change the look of this reverse cat eye and it's gonna end up looking like a general, like just a general smoky eye. So I'm definitely not gonna put false lashes on because I actually really like this look like this. But what I am gonna do is put on my mascara for my lower lashes, and I always use most of the time anyway, I use the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara for that. So I'm just gonna take the thin side of the brush and apply that to my lower lashes. I wasn't sure how to do my lip for this, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of this lipstick because I think it's going to look really nice on this. This is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick and it's in the shade Selena. It's a really nice kind of slightly peachy colour. Ooh, that is nice. And there you go, that is my version of a reverse cat eye. So there you go, that was my version of a reverse cat eye, which is actually wearable. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments box below. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.